This conference will now be recorded.
Chalo, we'll jump into the daily class. We are there in load balancer we are going to discuss today. Okay, load balancer. First of all, you guys need to understand what is the use of load balancer. Simple. Remember, whenever you are attending the interviews or discussions, this is a mandatory question. Okay, load balancer. First of all, what is the use of load balancer? Simple terms, load balancer will use for availability. I can say higher availability. Okay, high availability. Okay, if you want to maintain your application high availability, we will configure this load balancer. Okay, simple. If an interviewer asks this question, what is a load balancer? The load balancer provides the high level of availability to spreading your incoming request across your multiple missions. And suppose I have a load balancer. X is my load balancer. Okay, this inside the load balancer, I have two virtual VMs, VM1. Let me draw a graphical diagram. Okay, suppose I have a load balancer. Right? ILB, internet. We have two types of load balancer. Remember, first one is ILB, internet load balancer, and public load balancer. Remember, public load balancer, internal load balancer, and public load balancer. We will configure ILB. Inside the ILB, I want to use two virtual VMs. Okay. Okay. Here, I will deploy one VM like VM1. Then I will deploy the VM2. This, whenever I'm deploying a VM, right, the VM have the different IP. VM2 have the different IP. VM1 has the different IP. But my load balancer have the one IP. Okay. Okay, this is called, we can call it as front-end load balancer. Front-end IP, I can say. Front-end IP. Okay, important. Okay. Front-end IP means whatever the URL you are going to use, share the users, right? There will browse from the front-end IP or front-end name. Okay. Once we have created two virtual VMs, just I need to add to my backend pools of my load balancer. Backend pools of my load balancer. Okay. The load balancer different types of components. Okay. First one is front-end IP, second one is backend pool, and third one is load balancer rules. Okay. What is the rule of load balancer? Then fourth one is health proofs. Health proof, very important. Interview, they will ask what are the components available in load balancer. First question, what is load balancer? Load balancer provide a high availability, then spreading of incoming requests across your multiple VMs. Whatever the incoming request is coming to your load balancer, this load balancer will spread your request to available load. Simple. Okay. And we have four types of components in load balancer. One is front-end IP, backend pool, and head load balancer roles, and health proofs. We'll see how to configure this and that. And also we have two types of load balancers. One is internal load balancer, and second one is public load balancer. I can say external load balancer. Internal load balancer means if you want to access your application within your organization, then go for ILB, internal load balancer. Otherwise, if you deploy your application for entire world want to access your application, go for public load balancer. Okay, two types of load balancer, internal and public. And also we have two types of queues we available in load balancer. One is basic and second one is standard. Basic means if you are going for low cost with no security, then go for basic. Okay, then standard means very important. This standard is going to provide the energies, network security group. User want to access Just user want to access just from the IP that need to be accessed via NSG. The user IP is whitelisted under NSG, then only user can able to access via standard. Standard means they are going to provide high available with the security. Okay, then go for standard. Okay. This class we are going to see the standard, and you can go to how to configure front-end IP and backend pools, rules, and health probes, how to create a two VMs and that. Okay, this class we are going to cover. Everybody is clear what is load balancer? Load balancer is going to provide the high availability. It is going to spread your request available node. Okay, simple. Whatever the node is available means what is available, and it's just simple. Suppose I have three users, user 1, user 2, and user 3. 1, 2, and 3. User 1 is hit your website, right? Like suppose www.precision.com. Precision.com. Whenever the user hit this website, right, it is going to connect to your load balancer URL. Then load balancer we have configured, right, rule. Inside the rule, right, we need to rule check via port number 80. The load balancer will send the request to first request to VM1. Okay, user 1 is hit from the VM1. Immediately, whenever the user 2 is browse your application www.precision.com, the load balancer will understand. The first request will go to this one. Now I am going to send this request to the available node. Okay, suppose I have 1,000 users. This load balancer will redirect your request to available node based on the availability. Whatever the node is available, then the load balancer request will transfer to that node. That is a simple, I can say. Okay, simple. Okay, what are the components in load balancer? 4 components. One is front-end IP, backend pools, rules, and health probes. 4 components. How many types of load balancer? Internal load balancer and external load balancer. Inside this load balancer, we have 2 types of queues. One is basic and standard. Standard means I need to enable the NSGs. By default, it's going to enable. You need to enable manually by default. For if you want to achieve this, I think any doubts here? What is a rule means? What is a rule means? Inside the rule we will configure the port number 80, because your load balancer will communicate with the port number 80 to your VM. If the VM is getting the response to your load balancer, the load balancer think this node is available or alive. If you are not getting any response from the node to this, the load balancer will think this node is shut down or is not working properly. That is the situation. All the requests will go back to VM1. Inside that, we need to provide the rules and health probes. Health probes only, we are going to get the response to your load balancer. Okay, we'll see one by one how you need to implement in here and real time, how it's going to help for high availability. Simple. See, high availability, why we will call this high availability? Suppose this VM is down, still your application is accessible from the VM2. In real time, I cannot say we can only create two VMs. In real time, we can able to create 4 VMs, VM3, and also we need to create one more VM4. Based on your application usage, how many users are there? Based on the application, like you have 3 billions of users, I cannot maintain 3 billions of users in the 2 VMs. That is the situation. I need to create multiple VMs. I need to configure IAS, then I need to go for the deployment. I need to configure deploy of your application. In real time, whenever you are doing the deployment, right, if you want to do parallelly, you can able to do. But if you are doing parallelly, means your application is not accessible. If you are going by VM, once you need to do the deployment to this VM, then once this VM is up and running, then go for VM3. Okay, once the deployment is successful, each and every VM we need to configure IAS and deploy your application. Same process, whatever the process we have done for VM1, the same process we need to do it in the VM2 and VM3 and VM4. Same IAS configuration, just deploying your component, and if you have any access levels, we need to set same configuration need to maintain by all 4 VMs. Okay, simple. And also, if suppose this is the sequential deployment, like first this go for this one and second one. Parallel means all the VMs will go for parallelly. That is the situation in Azure DevOps. We need to use the concept of deployment groups. If you are going for parallel deployment, we use deployment groups. Inside the deployment groups, I need to add these 4 VMs to my deployment groups. What is a deployment group? Deployment group will help us for doing the parallel deployments or tag-based deployments in Azure DevOps. అంటే ఏంటి in whatever deployment groups, right? Whenever you're configuring the deployment groups, there you need to download a PowerShell script. I need to run on 4 VMs. I need to provide the tag of what is the tag? Tag name, tag dev. Here also I need to provide the tag dev. Here also I need to provide the tag dev. Okay, and simple. And here we need to do the first one is high availability load balancer. Then first thing we need to create is they first need to create load balancer. So load balancer LB is a load balancer. Then next one is you need to create the health probes. Health probe. Next you need to configure your rules. Then next you need to configure your VM1 and VM2. Next here you need to configure IAS. Okay. Next we need to create a practical layer. Okay. These things we need to configure. Inside the load balancer, I told you, right? We need to configure front end IP. Next thing we need to configure your backend pools. Next backend pool. Next the rules and health probes. Okay. Okay, these 4 things we will see. We'll start with the first one. We'll create a load balancer, whatever the components you have. First thing, I'll create a VMs. That is a simple one. I'll create a VM1 and VM2. I'll configure IAS. Then if this is looks good, then I'll configure the load balancer. Inside the load balancer, I'll configure health probes, rules, and I'll add the backend pools. Okay, backend pool is nothing but your node 1 is a node 1 and node 2 is called as, right, your backend pools. Inside the backend pools, suppose in real time maybe VM3 also there, VM4 also there. We need to add these 4 VMs to your backend pool. Your load balancer will recognize based on the backend pools how many VMs are attached to load balancer. Okay, simple. Everybody's clear till now? Any doubts?
No.
Okay, simple. Azure load balancer, and it is going to inside the load balancer. One more concept, one more thing. Inside the load balancer, health probes will always work on TCP and UDP request. TCP and UDP request. TCP means TCP protocols, UDP protocols. Based on these 2 protocols, the load balancer is going to. Simple. What is the definition of this? The load balancer provides a high availability by distributing the incoming traffic along to your VMs. Simple. If you want to write, you can write it. Load balancer provides the high availability by distributing incoming traffic among your healthy VMs or available VMs. Interview is a mandatory question. Okay, then we'll jump into the practical session. Okay, now we'll go to create a virtual machine. This concept everybody knows how to create a VM or a VM configure IAS configuration. UDP ID means this is the layer 4. Inside the layer 4, we have TCP UDP request will be there in the layer 4 of your load balancer. We configure, create a new resource group. I used my key. I don't know why it's not coming. Mm, okay.
This conference will now be recorded.
Should make me as my presenter.
Done, sir.
Yeah. Okay. You guys able to see my screen, right? Just I don't know why I have took new laptop as the same problem I'm facing. Okay. Um, just I need to create a virtual machine. Add virtual machine. Just I will use create a new VM class. Resource book class. Then I will create a VM web one. Okay. Then I will use the location as east US. Okay. East US. East US. East US with availability zone. Okay. We'll create the VM with availability zone. Okay. What is availability zone? Availability zone is a high availability. It is going to protect your application and the data from the data center failure. Means suppose I have created my application in data center one. If the data center one is failed, right, I cannot able to access my data from data center two. This availability zone will provide the high availability and protect your application and data from data center failure. If suppose availability zones are physically located within the Azure regions. Okay, the zone means remember whenever the user interviewer asking availability zone means those are physical data centers, not virtual data center, physical data centers. If the data center one is down, right, still you can able to access from the zone two. So inside the data center we have zone one, zone two, zone three will be there. If the zone one is failed, still you can able to access from the zone two. And if the still zone two is failed, you can able to access VM from the zone three. If you are talking about what is the main definition of this availability zone means, availability zone is a high availability. It is going to protect your application and data from data center failures. Like availability zone, we can able to create a physical location within the Azure regions. Okay, now I'm going to three zones. I have zone one, zone two, and zone three. For now, I'm going to create this VM under zone one. Okay, now I want to select my operating system is Windows 2012 R2 data center. Okay, now username is log into username. Normal general password Microsoft /01. Okay, next we have discussed about what is the port. I'm opening this 3389 port. Okay, next I'm going to disk. We have two types of disk: managed disk and managed disk. SSD or HDD. Interview question, very important. Now I am selecting a default disk. Yes, currently I'm using virtual network class hyphen VNet. This is my virtual network. Inside the virtual network, I'm using a default subnet. Okay, and public IP I've selected. Just review and create. Same thing we need to create for VM2 as well. Same virtual network we need to select, and zone 1 we need to select. Just review and create. And create. Create. In the deployment is in progress. Just create a VM. Add. This is my resource. And I will create a web. This should be on the east. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to select my image as if you are seeing this type of issues, right? You are seeing like image is not able to see it. Currently we are using freestyle subscription. Freestyle subscription that they are going to give like 3 to 5 VMs. If I'm not wrong. If the 4 and 5 VMs are already occupied, you are going to see these type of issues. Now I need to go to resource groups. See this to admit. Can I delete this resource? I will delete this resource. GR. Meanwhile, because this web one is a node one and web two is a node two backend, we need to add these two nodes to backend page. We add the web two as well. Teju, can you please share your screen? My laptop is not responding. Teju, are you there in the call? Ashok, can you please share your screen? Okay, add the VM.
Sir, I have done.
I'm unable to share your screen. Ashok, have you shared? Okay. Slow. Your answer is very slow. Open the browser. Open Chrome. Your laptop is also not responding. Otherwise, you can change Teju as a presenter. Maybe she's laptop's very fast. Tejasvi. You can change Tejasvi to as presenter. She can share this one. Ashok, have you changed? Office. Okay. Jitesh, can you please create a resource book? Yes. Create use case. Okay. Create. Use case. Okay. Then go ahead and create a VM inside this resource book. Web 1, anything, VM1 or Web 1 is fine. Okay. East US and availability zone. And availability zone. You need to select the zone 1. Just go ahead and create scroll down. Scroll down. You need to select the Windows operating system, Windows 2012. Just provide the username and password. Okay. Go to networking, scroll up. No need to change anything on this. Go to networking. Yes. Selected. Okay. Class network and the default subnet and public IP. Okay. Just create, review and create. Create. Yeah, okay. And then create web 2. Web 2 and H2S. Okay, availability zone. And you need to select in the zone 1. Just Windows operating system. Networking. You need to select the same network, say class, okay, and you need to select the default same subnet, okay. Okay, go ahead and create. Just log in into VM Web 1 and just configure IAS. Just connect. That's it. Just download the RP file. Connect. Yeah. Test double one. Yes. Just configure IAS. It's loading. Add roles and features. It's loading still. Click on next. 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 Here you need to select your IAS feature, Windows feature. Slow down. Yeah, web server IAS feature. Yes. Next, and install. Add feature. Add feature. Okay. Add feature. Yes. Okay. Next. Next. Install. Try with web 2. These concepts we have already discussed whenever we discussed about VM deployment, right? App service deployment, VM deployment. That is the situation we have configured this IAS and all. Just connect. Test 2. Okay. Yes. Meanwhile, check web 1 is ready. Okay, purpose. Open IAS. Go to the start button and click search for IAS. Yeah, second one. Internet Information Service, IIS. Not this one, first one. IIS. Yes, this one. Yes, okay. Open the web 1. Extend. Okay, yes. Okay, extend. Sites extend. Okay, right click on default website and browse it. Explore. Explore. Okay. Just open the IAS 85. IAS 85. Open. Edit. Write here web 1 server. Right. Take a pencil and write web 1. Web 1. Okay, let's save it. Cancel it, automatically it's going to save it. Last. Okay. That's it. Go to web 2. Do the same thing here. Add Windows features. It's done. Okay. Meanwhile, go to Azure portal. First thing, you can go ahead and create a public IP. Public IP. Search for public IP. In the top, yeah, public IP. This is your front-end IP, okay? Public IP address, yes. Add a public IP. Add. Front-end IP. Just name it front-end IP. Just DNS name label is there, right? Static. This is static IP. Remember, this is not in above an IP address assignment. This is a static address. Yes. Okay. Label name is like your name. Mention your name. Teja. Teja dot. You need to copy this URL. Teja dot eastus dot cloudapp dot azure.com. You need to browse this URL. Okay. Remember, go to resource groups. Just I have given the DNS name instead of browsing in IP address. I have given the IP instead of name Teja dot eastus dot cloudapp dot azure.com. If you browse this, it is going to connect your load balancer. Just select your resource group name as a class. Okay, eastus. Okay, create. You understood, right? Why I have created DNS name. Instead of I cannot share the IP address to users, right? Instead of IP, I am going to provide the name to users. They can easily browse. Okay. Now go to load balancer. Load balancer, yes. Add a load balancer class. Okay. And ILB, name is ILB. Just okay. And East US, because our nodes are there in East US. Your load balancer need to be there in East US. Otherwise, you cannot able to see the backend pools. Okay, this is public IP. SKU, I told you, right? SKU, we have two. One is basic and standard. We will go for standard. Automatically, it is going to give the NSGs. Remember, see, network security group is already enabled. Okay, you need to use existing public IP. Yes, here you need to provide your public IP, front end IP. Yes, whatever the SKU for this public IP address does not match the SKU type. Okay, what is the SKU we have selected? I didn't remember. Okay, just go ahead and create new one. Let's see, we'll take later. Just IP. Just type, yeah. Zone one is here. Availability zone is zone redundant. Yes, because we have created under zone redundancy, right? Okay, now yeah, review and create. That's it. Okay. No need to do the web tool because web one is we have already created. Okay. Nothing is coming. That is web two. Okay. Once the load balancer created, inside the load balancer we need to configure four components: front end IP, load balancer rules, health probes, and backend pools. Front end IP we have already configured. Now we need to configure three things. That is called backend pool and health probes and rules. We'll see. Go to IP. IP is no, not IP. IP is nothing but IP address. Just refresh. Okay. Just see in the left corner we have a front end IP configuration, and also we have seen like backend push left side. Blades is there, na? Yeah, inside the blades settings. Yes, backend front end IP you configure, right? Load balancer front end IP. Okay, IP address is IP. Okay, just go to backend pools. Add your backend pool. Add. Write your name like provide your name like backend pool, Teja backend pool, anything. Just you need to select your Then virtual network class VNet. Yes. Here we need to select here VM1 and Web1 and Web2. Web1 IP address, IP address. Okay. IP address, then Web2 IP address. Yes. And save and add. Likewise, if you have 3 or 4 web servers, right? Likewise, you need to add your web server, web3, web4, and the IP config. That need to be in the same virtual network. Okay, remember. If you are creating different virtual networks, you cannot add to your backend pools. Almost we have completed 80%. Just we need to create health probes and load balancing rules. Okay, next go to health probes. We need to check the health probes via port number 80. Just go to add. Just provide the name. Okay. See, what is this meaning? The request is going to TCP protocol with port number 80. TCP only. TCP port number 80. 5 intervals 2 times threshold. If you are getting a response, if you are not getting any response, if the load balancer will treat as this node is not available. Okay. Click on OK. In real time also the same thing you need to do. Now practical, now this demo also we need to same thing. Real time also we need to add the same port number 80 only. Once go to rule ban rules. Okay, add the rule. Yes, I told you, right? We have a protocol of TCP. Yes. Hello.
80 means that is HTTP protocol.
Yes, HTTP protocol. By our HTTP protocol only, we are connecting to your nodes. If you are getting any response from your nodes, we have your load balancer treating this node is available. Okay. Okay, then I told you, right, the load balancer is going to work on 2 protocols. One is TCP and UDP. Okay, then port number 80, and I have added backend port number 80. Then backend pools I have added 2 virtual machines, and health probes also I have added. Just go ahead and create OK. What is the meaning of health probes? Everybody is clear, right? Health probe means your load balancer need to know, right, what is the node is available and based on the ping only. Ping, if you have got the load balancer got the response, it is treated as the node is available. Otherwise, it treated as node is not available. All the requests will redirect to available node. Okay, go to front end IP. Just copy this IP 52.179.1110. Okay, in virtual machine, have you enabled port number 80? The virtual machines, no, here portal. In portal, have you enabled port number 80 for VM1 and VM2? Otherwise, it is not able to access from the internet. Go to networking. We forgot everything. Here, you need to add an inbound rule. We have discussed it, right? Energies. Go to basic about top. Here, you need to select the service as HTTP. Yes, okay. Same thing you need to do it in the web 2 as well. I think 15 days or 20 days we got the break, right? Everybody is, I think everyone is forgot everything. What is the use of NSGs? Very important interview. This is a very important interview question. What is the use of NSGs? Network security group. Revision all the things. Not sure. May 3 is the last date. They will extend till June, I guess. Guessing. Okay, then take the front end IP. Have you taken the front end IP? Just browse from the internet. Take the front end IP address. Yes, copy. Right. We have a copy option, right? Yes. Browser. Go to browser. Yes. Just browse it. Yeah. Okay. Enter. Now this is the web server 2, right? Because we haven't mentioned anything in the web 2, right? We have mentioned on the web 1. Okay. Browse from. Let me take that IP. Everybody just ping 52.179.118.1110. I got web 1. Anybody got web 1? I got web 1 page. Browse. Take this IP address and open incognito mode and browse. Anybody got web 1 page? Because you will always get web 2. I got web 1. Anyone else? Try refresh. Rahul, have you tried pinging this IP? Rahul, Ashok. Swarup, have you pinged? Have you tried? Ramesh or Sunita or Monica, can you please try it and let me know the output? Because like huge number of hits need to be happen on the load balancer, then only it will redirect the request to available nodes. Mobile is now she's getting only web 2 myself. Just browse from mobile as well, that's fine. No need to open the laptop. 52.1 179.118.1. Now I got the web 1 only.
I'm getting web 2 only, sir.
Who's Teja?
Monica.
Monica. Okay. Monica. Try from browser, different browser. Still try to refresh, Teja. Refresh this page all times because this page is already there in the cache. Just browse 2 to 3 times browse. Now she got the web 1. See, means while doing the deployment, remember the same code need to be deployed for all the 2 web servers. So if you deploy some of the code in web server, if you deployed some of the code in web server 2, that is not workable. Okay, if you're going for parallel deployments or if you're going for sequential deployments, we will always refer in real time sequential deployments, not parallel deployments. One by one node we can down and we can do the deployments. Okay, remember, have you understood the concept? Simple. Open notepad, Monica, not Monica, that Teja. Open notepad. Simple steps. First, we have created web 1, created web 1, okay, with availability zone. one with availability zone in zone 1. Zone 1. Okay. With the zone 1. Zone 1. Okay. Next, East US region. We have selected East US. Any region is fine, but I have selected East US. Region East US. Okay. We have selected within a virtual network. Okay. Now same thing. Web 2. Copy the same line. Paste in next Web 2. Okay. Both are in the same virtual network. Okay. Web 1 and Web 2 need to be there in the same virtual network under same subnet. Both VMs are, both should be, yes, both VMs should be same virtual network, same virtual network, the same virtual network. Then after that, we have created, we have configured IAS. Check. Then created, then configured IAS. Sorry, configured IAS, Internet Information Service. Both. Okay, VM1 and VM2. Okay, VM1 Web1. Remember, okay. Web1 and Web2. 1 and Web2. Then after that, we have created the load balancer. Next step. Created the ILB load balancer. Created the load balancer. Load balancer. Okay, next. Configured front-end IP. Front-end IP. And configured backend pools. Backend pools. And then configured health groups and load balancer groups. Okay, that's it. Just you need to browse this load balancer URL from the internet. That's it. Everybody is clear? Any doubts? What is the use of load balancer? Load balancer is going to provide the high availability. Whatever the incoming request coming from the internet, right? That is going to distribute it to available nodes. Already we discussed the definitions at the beginning of the class. Okay. Any doubts? Otherwise, we'll close this class and we'll continue with the next batch. Clear?
Hello.
Ramesh, are you clear? Ramesh and Swaroop. Ramesh,
Hello, sir.
whenever I'm asking
Yes,
Ramesh,
sir.
right? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just do it
Yes, sir.
practical
I'm there.
session.
Okay.
Just configure the practical session. Just taking the video not workable. Just go ahead and create manually from your portal. Today's class I have given one task, right? Everybody is understand the requirement. Everyone understand the requirement whatever I have provided in the beginning of the session.
Yes, sir.
I need a PowerShell script to update my data cap in my app insight. Okay.
Yes.
A PowerShell script in App Insights to update the data cap in every 2 days by using runbooks. That is the second requirement. Second requirement is that just create this load balancer and VMs using PowerShell instead of manually we have created, right? Do it via PowerShell. Creation of your app service. Okay. Load balancer configuration, health probe configuration. Just you need to configure via PowerShell. Okay, we have done manually. Okay, everybody's clear the requirement, 2 requirements.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, then we can close this session and we'll continue. I'll continue with the second batch. Any other questions? Ask me. Otherwise, we'll close this. think, yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for your time. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Monica, you understood, right? Okay. Yeah, first batch, guys, you can guys
Yes, sir.
disconnect. Then I'll continue with the second batch.
సార్ వాయిస్ స్లోగా వస్తుంది కొంచెం.
Okay, clear, sir. Okay, Ramesh, Anil, thank you. Okay. Okay, thanks, guys. I'll continue
Sir,
tomorrow
follow
at
man
8 o'clock.
uploaded down.
Okay, sir. First batch, again, you can disconnect. Ashok, can you please stop the recording and start new recording? Otherwise, this will be the same.
This conference will now be
Services, we
recorded.
have seen app services, seen app services and plans. Next, also, just what is the use of app insights application. Next, and also we discussed about deployment methods like WinSCP deployments, and Visual Studio deployment, Visual Studio deployment, Studio 2019 deployments, or 2018 or 2017 deployments, then VM deployment, then Azure DevOps we are going to discuss, right? Azure DevOps we are going to start. Okay, and
వాయిస్
we
వినిపించట్లేదు
have
సార్.
discussed.
మైక్ కొంచెం దగ్గర పెట్టుకోరా.
Hello, వినిపించట్లేదా? Hello, everybody is facing the same issue. I'm getting my echo actually.
Our voice is clear, but we are also getting the echo.
Yes, that is why I'm also getting the echo. Mute all you guys, like mute yourselves. Let's see. Mute everyone. Mute themselves. Still, I'm getting some fan sound. Still, I'm getting echoes. Somebody is not muted yet. Abdul, can you please mute yourself? I'm seeing only Abdul. Abdul Sajid. Can you mute yourself? Ashok, mute everyone. I'm getting echo still. Not Ashok. Okay. Are you guys able to hear me now? Or getting echo still?
It's better, sir.
Yes, yeah. Yes, and we are going to discuss today class is Azure DevOps. Anything we have discussed in Azure DevOps, we have discussed like branching policies and different types of branches. I guess because I have discussed about branching policies and also branching and merging strategies, I guess. Okay. Anything else we discussed here? All right. Anything else? Branching and merging strategies and branching policies. Okay. Let me go to Azure portal now. Azure DevOps. in Azure DevOps, I think let me sign out. DevOps, Azure DevOps services. Okay. Now here, I told you like how to create a project. In Azure DevOps is going to provide 5 types of services. One is boards. Second one is repos. Third one is pipelines. Fourth one is test plans. Fifth one is artifacts. Okay. These 5 services interrelated. What are the different types of services will provided by Azure DevOps? 5 services: boards, repos, pipelines, test plan, and artifacts. We'll see one by one. First thing, I want to create a project first. In Azure DevOps, I want to create a project. Okay, just click on new project, project name, second person. Abdul project. Abdul. Description of your project, just whatever the project you created, that will be available for public or private. Okay, and private in the sense whomever you provided the access, he or she is going to access your project. Okay. Create. Yeah, I have created my project. Now inside the project you can able to see one is boards, repos, pipelines, test plans, and artifacts. These are the 5 services will provided by Azure DevOps. Okay. Introducer, can you please tell me what are the 5 what are the services available in Azure DevOps? You need to tell these 5 services. Okay, boards in the sense the boards will help us for maintaining our work items. Work items I have discussed in the previous classes, like what is the sprint, what is a work item, what is a bug, what is a user story, what is a task. We have discussed in the earlier classes. If you want to maintain this work item progress, we will maintain under boards, like your work item tracking, work item progress tracking, everything we can able to see under boards. And repos, right? Inside the repos, I can able to see my version source code. Whatever the code is checked by developer, that can be seen under repos. Okay, repos will maintain for source code. Okay, and pipelines for maintaining your build pipelines and release pipeline. Inside the pipeline, I can able to create my pipeline is nothing but build and release is nothing but deployment. We can able to maintain your build and deployments in the pipelines. Test plan is used for writing the test cases. Testers will write the test cases and they will placed under test plans. As a DevOps engineer, no need to worry about this test plan. This is going to take care by testers. And artifacts. Artifacts in the sense like we have 2 types of artifacts. In Azure services, we'll also provide the artifacts. Whenever we build the project, whatever the output is coming from the project, that is also called as artifacts. Then what is the difference between these artifacts and build artifacts? These artifacts will help us for storing your project references. These artifacts will help us for storing your project references. Project references in the sense like nugget references or project references. Whenever you want to build the project, these have all the project references to help us to build the project. Whatever the another artifact will help us for generating the compiling your source code and generating these artifacts. 2 types of artifacts here. One is Azure DevOps service artifacts. Whenever you build a solution, whatever output is coming from the solution, that is also an artifact. Okay. Interview will ask what is the difference between these two and these two. This one is used for storing your project references. Okay. And the second one is used for whenever you compile the project, whatever output is coming from the project, if you want to store, that is called artifacts, build artifacts. Okay. Now everybody is clear. Boards have work items, repos have source code, pipelines have your build and deployment, and test plan your artifacts. Now we are going to discuss about in the test plan. We have seen like repos, we have seen like different types of options available: files, commits, pushes, branches, tags, and pull request. Files in the sense like whatever the developer written the code that need to be available under files. Means whatever the code he's implemented is local. Once the changes are pushed to repos, that will be available under files. Commit means whatever the commits happen to Azure DevOps, whatever the pushes happen to Azure DevOps, that need to be maintained under commits and pushes. Push in the sense whatever the code is there in this local, that need to be pushed to Azure DevOps, right? That those type of commit we can able to see under pushes. Branches, how many branches we have discussed it, right? Branches, different types of branches we have. One is feature branch, future branch, and dev branch, and master branch, and release branch, and hotfix branch. We have seen the differences between each branch. Future branch for new features, dev branch for latest code, master branch for once latest code is there in production, master branch which indicate the production code. Release branch, whatever the features we have completed, if you want to go for deployment, I need to create a separate branch from dev. I'll call it as release. Release slash release hyphen 001 means release number, release slash 001 0.0.1. This is indicating this is the first release. If you want to go for second release, we will change the version to second. Once suppose I told you, right, once development team implemented 5 features, but only 3 features need to be deployed. Once these 3 features implementation is completed on this dev branch, as a DevOps engineer or a development lead is going to create a separate branch from dev. I'll call it as release. Hotfix means if we found any bugs inside the production system, if you found any bugs in the production system, I am going to create a separate branch from master. Okay, you are going to create this branch with master and name it as hotfix. Okay, this release branch you are going to create from dev branch. Once the latest product deployment features are completed, deployment features are completed. Once completed that, recording, yes, it's recording. Okay, once this is done, once these features are implemented, then this release branch is going to created by dev lead. Okay, and features means developers will create this feature branch. Dev means the latest code, all the latest code will available under this dev branch. Hotfix branch means if you found any bugs inside the production system, those changes you want to fix, then we need to create a separate branch from master. We'll call it as hotfix. Hotfix with a release number. Remember, we'll always, if the suppose this release is deployed to production system, okay, once this release branch is majored to master, then you need to create a hotfix branch like 0.0.2, because you are fixing the hotfix for this release branch. This release, not release branch. This release you are going to fix this hotfix. Okay, remember. Everybody is clear what is future branch, because we have already discussed it in the future sessions. Just I am giving like an overview. What are the dev branch? What is the master branch? What is the release branch? What is the hotfix branch? Okay. Now this information you can able to see under branches. How many branches available? Now I don't have any branches. Now I want to create a branch. Now create a branch that is called default branch, that is called master branch. Just initialize. You can able to see the master branch. See, I have created a master branch with the default. Okay, tag in the sense, suppose once this branch is deployed to production, I'm going to create a tag of, I'll create just a tag, simple. Just go to tags. What is the use of this tag? I'll tell you. New tag. In here, we need to select your release branch name, not from master branch. I don't have any release, right? That is the region I'm going to create a master branch. In real time, we will always select the future branch. In here, release slash 0.0.1 in real time. Now I don't have that branch. That is the reason I'm going to select my future master branch. Here, tag hyphen 0.0.1. What is the use of this tag? You can easily identify what are the features you deploy to production on particular release. Okay, particular release. Because we cannot use this release branch. Once a release is successful, after few days, we are going to delete this future release branch, whatever the release branch I have created, right? Once the deployment is completed, once a merges happen to master branch, I'm going to delete this branch. This branch will not available in future. That is the reason I'm going to create a branch as a tag slash 0.0.1. What is the use of this tag? If any like in future, if you want to reference your code, what are the features you deploy on particular release branch, then this tag will help us for identifying the features, what are the features you deployed. Okay, everybody's clear? Any doubts? Then pull request we have seen, PR, we'll call it as shortcut, we'll call it as PR. PR, what is the use of PR? To validate your future branch code before merging into dev branch. Okay, if I want to merge this future branch to dev branch, I need to raise the PR because I cannot blindly check in the code to future dev branch. Somebody need to review. The reviewer is going to review. Once the code is good, then he is going to make this future branch dev branch. For that, we will raise the PR. Any doubts here till now? Any doubts? Just ping me in the chat window if you have any doubts. Otherwise, we'll continue this. These are the branching and merging strategies. Okay, I got one message. Okay.
Hi, Godu. 1 minute. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
If you could explain, I mean, the cycle of these branches, that would be better actually, like from which branch to which branch it goes till it goes to the production.
Yeah,
from
sure.
starting.
Because I have already given the sessions at the beginning. It's anyway. I'll once again I will tell you how we need to do that, because this is the, I think this is a revision class. I'm telling you back to remind, because we have 15 days of leave, right? That is the reason I want to give you like what happened on previously. Like, see, the first thing, whenever you create a project, right, the branch will be the master branch. The first cycle, if you want to create a project from the scratch, okay, the branch have the master branch will be there, because just now I have created a master branch. Right? Once the master branch is created, I'm going to create a dev branch from master. How we are going to do that? Just simple. Go to Azure DevOps. Just the master branch is ready. Okay. Now I'm telling from the scratch of your project. Okay. Just go to new branch. I'm going to take from master branch. I will man it as dev branch. Okay. Create. Okay. Then what happened? Developer will download the dev branch code. Download to local. Then top of this, he will implement new changes. Once a new change is available under his local branch, he will switch to new branch with the name of future hyphen user story number. Okay, because master branch is ready, dev branch is ready. Once dev branch is ready, first he will clone the code to local. Okay, clone the code to local. Once the code is available in his local, then he will implement the new changes. Whatever the changes he want to implement, top of your dev code, he will implement the new changes. Once the changes are completed, he will switch to new branch. That is called a branch name. We will create future with the user story number. An example, like they will give like future slash one name DC hyphen 101 your users to remember. Okay, once this is completed is local then he completed his local, he will push the changes to commit and return, push the changes to repos. In repos you can able to see three branches now. One is master branch, second branch is dev branch, and third branch is future branch slash DC hyphen 101. Now previously we have only two branches, right? Now he pushed the new changes of future branch. Now you can able to see three branches in your branch session. Now here the new code will be available. Now developer want to move these changes to dev branch. Move these changes to dev branch. For that he need to raise the PR. PR is nothing but pull request. Okay. This new code will match it to this dev code. Okay. For that we need to raise the PR. PR. What is the use of PR? PR will help us for the team lead, or dev lead, team lead, or onshore lead. He's going to review the code. In a future branch. Future branch in the sense DC 101. If everything is look right, the future branch code is like we don't have any duplicate code, we don't have any duplicate classes inside the code, everything is looks good, then he will approve and complete the PR. Then immediately this future branch code is going to match it to future branch code slash DC hyphen 101 is going to match it to dev branch. Okay, dev branch have old code plus new future code. Old code plus new future code. Okay, till now everybody's clear. Three branches have discussed. Two branches have discussed, dev branch and future branch. Any questions till now? Future branch and dev branch. Simple, because he need to suppose if you want to implement a new product, right, you cannot delete the old code and you cannot implement the new code. You need to implement that new feature on top of your existing code, top of your old code. Then only you can say your project is stable. Otherwise you cannot go ahead and delete the old code. You need to add the new changes on top of your existing code. That is the reason I have downloaded the old code to my local first. Okay, once the code is available in my local, then I will implement my new future changes. Like if you are working for Ola project, the Ola project is already there. I want to add the new food coupon, food related stuff I want to include. That is the situation. I need to add this food code in the new future branch. Once the code is completed in my local, then I will push these changes to repos like future branch. Once the future branch is available, then I will raise the PR to match my code to dev branch based on some reviewer and some technical lead. Once the code is available, we can able to see that latest code under dev branch with the old code plus new changes, new future code. Till now, any doubts? Suppose I have four developers. Okay, I have given four changes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four developers are working on four features. These all four developers simple logic. He will download the code of dev to his local machine. Same thing, right? Here also same, here also same, here also same. Four developers, they have downloaded this code. Simple. Next, he will implement his future slash 100, suppose DC 100. Okay, then next step he will push to repose. Okay, then he will raise the PR. Okay, then reviewer is approved and match the code to table. Okay, remember the first developer is a very easiest user story. I can say very easy to implement. But the second developer not yet started, and third developer is not yet started, and fourth developer is not yet started, because they have some doubts about the future. They are discussing with the client. Meanwhile, this first developer have the user story very easy, and he's implemented those changes. Everything is completed. He moved the code to dev branch. Remember, this dev branch don't have this feature. This dev branch don't have this feature. This dev branch don't have this feature. Remember, if this is a scenario, we will always see the merge conflicts. Merge conflicts. Merge conflicts, because the latest code is not there on the three remaining developers. That is the reason. Before implementing the changes, he need to pull the code first. Pull the code from where? Code from dev to local again. Then he will implement his nature under his feature changes. Feature slash 101 or 102. Okay. Then he will raise the PR. Everybody's clear? Now I want to explain about this release branch. Release branch I want to explain. Suppose the client want to deploy, client want to deploy only to three changes to prod, not for the fourth change. Once the same process will do it for here as well. Okay. Now these changes are completed on the dev branch. The lead will create a branch from dev, name it as release slash 0.0.1. Now fourth developer will work on dev branch. Now I have a separate branch release. Now these three release branch, I am moving my code to dev environment, dev env environment, and sit environment, UAT environment, and stage environment, env until production, prod env. Through release branch only I need to deploy my code, because I cannot deploy the dev branch code, because my developer will always work on this dev branch. Maybe this feature will move to dev branch, because the client has given only these three features need to be deployed, and he don't want to do with the fourth feature. That is the situation. I need to create a release branch once these three features are completed. Once I will move the code to production. Once this code to move to production, then immediately, as a DevOps engineer, we need to do this. As a DevOps engineer, we need to merge release branch code, release slash, what is the branch code? 0.0.1. This code to master branch. We need to merge this code to master branch. Okay. Now the master branch have the latest production code. Latest prod code. After 3 days, maybe 1 week, whenever the developer is working on production, our customer is working on the production system, he found some issues, some bugs or some issues. Bugs or issues is fine. Issues on some feature is not working. That is a situation. I need to create a branch from master as a DevOps engineer. This is the DevOps task. Master, I name it as hotfix. What is the release number we have deployed? Latest 0.0.1. 0.1. Okay, same thing. Developer will download to local, implement the new features, modify new other bug features, bug changes. Once the changes are completed, he will raise the PR. He'll push it to repos. Once the repos code is available, he will raise the PR to hotfix. Branch. Same reviewer, your team lead or dev lead is going to review the code. Team lead review and approve the code. Then approved the code will be available under hotfix. Then we will move this hotfix to hotfix/0.0.1. This move to directly dev environment. Next SIT environment, directly SIT env. Then directly we will deploy to production. There is no UAT, there is no stage, there is no. We don't have these two environment for hotfix, because why we need to move this code to SIT? Because testers need to validate this code. That is the reason we have deployed to SIT. Then directly we have moved to dev environment. Once the hotfix code to deploy to production, immediately as a DevOps engineer, we need to match hotfix/0.0.1 to master branch and dev branch. Remember, very important. If you forgot to match this bug to master branch or dev branch, this bug will repeat again, because developer will always download this code from dev branch. He will push the changes to other branches. Okay, remember, once this hotfix move to production, as a DevOps engineer, we need to match this hotfix branch to master and dev branch. Remember, very important. Then everybody's clear this cycle, how it's going to happen? Praveen, are you clear? Praveen,
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yes, dev branch to feature. Remember, it is going to get a confusion, but while practicing this DevOps, this is just overview. While we are really digging into this Azure DevOps, well, practically we are doing that. That is a situation we can able to understand clearly. Now, feature branch, 3 branches. What is that? Feature branch, dev branch, release branch, master branch, and are 5 branches. This is the branching and linking strategies. Now, let me go to Azure DevOps. As a DevOps engineer, now I am not a DevOps engineer for you guys. I am a developer now. Now I want to download this code. First, clone it. Clone, copy. Just go to the desktop. Clone. Branch name. I want to download my dev code, right? Dev code. Okay. It is asking for your portal, DevOps portal connection. Okay, just provide your email ID. Okay, the clone is done. Okay. Now the code is there. Build folder. We have Go to repos as well. To Azure DevOps portal. How many files we have? We have only one file, right? README file. See, I have only one. In the file section, I'm going to see one file. Same thing I have downloaded to my local. Now, top of it, I want to implement the code. Top of this, I want to add my code. Suppose how to add my code, we have discussed previously. Go to Visual Studio. Visual Studio 2019. We have discussed three or four options, right? Clone and checkout, open the project or solution, open, okay, create a new project now. As it, now I am a dev guy, like how I'm going to create. This is the way I need to create from the scratch of the project, not from the off of the project. I am the first guy who is going to implement this project. That is the reason I'm starting from creating a project and creating my my solution as well. Yes, I want to select my ASP.NET web application. Just click at this and click on next. Just where I want to create where exactly I have cloned it. Just now I cloned my local repository. Where I have cloned inside my desktop, I have a folder called Abdul. Inside the Abdul, I have cloned my repository. Just select this folder. Just create. See, remember, I am not modifying the existing code. Just is as per your requirement. The requirement is like want to modify the old code or if you want to add the new code. Just I'm not modifying the existing code. I want to add the new code. For that is the situation. I'm adding the new code. Requirement two types only. Modifying the existing code or adding the new code. Now I'm adding the new code. I'm not modifying the existing code. Okay. Now I am going to create my new code. This is my new code. New future I can say. New future changes. Okay. Till this is code. This is my branch of dev branch only. Okay. Now I am there at still here. Okay. Here where I am exactly now this one. I'm implementing the new feature now. Once Visual Studio is created, now I'm selecting my MVC and create. Yes, project is created. We have discussed this concept, right? How to build this project, how to deploy to a app service. We have already discussed in the previous classes. Just go through and see like how we need to do that. Just I have a code, old code, new feature. Okay, I have everything. The code is there. Now my goal is I want to push this code. I cannot directly check in this code to dev branch. Okay, for that I need to create a branch. I am going to switch to new branch. Feature slash DC 101. Okay, I am switching to new branch. I'm not going to directly change into dev branch. I'm going to switch to new branch. Okay, now this is my future branch. Future branch is created. Now I don't have any dev branch in my local. Now this is my latest branch of future branch. Now I am committing to this future branch, not for dev branch. Adding new features just to my project. Just proper comments. Okay, just I am selected my another code. Just Control A and select all the projects. Select all the project. Just what is the difference between commit and push? Means commit means the changes will committed to your local folder, local repository, I can say. Push means whatever the code you have committed to your local repository, that need to be there in your Azure repos. That is called difference between commit means local repository. Push means local to repos. I'm committing the changes. DB lock, some is there. Yes, DB lock is there. This is another to here. Go to other folder. Package. Where is this? .ps folder. Have you seen? Have you guys seen anywhere in .ps folder? .ps folder. Let me check it. Commit. Yes. Adding changes. Yeah, this is the dot inside the web folder. Okay, inside the web folder. Yes. Okay, inside the application folder, I need to view hidden items. Here, yeah, just go to here. Just go application. Just we have this exclude folder. Yes, inside the git to info exclude. Here, just you need to open with, because I don't I want to that file need to be checked in. That is the reason I want to be modifying the dot bs slash this one. Going back, just commit these changes. .ps folder is not required to check into my repos. That is a dummy folder. That is the reason I want to exclude from my check-in. That is a way. Just go to Git, insert the option called info, insert the info, exclude folder, file it there. Inside the file, you need to mention what is the file you want to exclude. Just exclude that one. Just try to check it. I didn't remember forward slash or backward slash. You need to mention something, some forward or backward slash. Now checking is going on. Okay. Now see, git push command is going on. Commit means the code will commit to local repository. If you are seeing green color means this is committed to local. And once the code is pushed to, you can able to see the green color. Code is going to push to repos. Done. Okay, successfully committed the changes. Where we can see this, go to our Azure DevOps, go to branches. You can able to see the branch. See, DC101 is there, right? Future, under future, we have a branch called DC101. Okay, dev branch and master branch. Now, as I discussed earlier, now I need to raise my PR, right? Where I discussed here. I need to raise my PR here. The I have moved these changes to dev branch. If you want to move these changes to dev branch, I need to raise the PR. This code is not there in the dev branch. That is there in my future branch. Now go to PR. New pull request. Not this source code is my future branch. And because the default branch master, right? This always will select just for you to change it to dev branch. Okay. Now I need to add my reviewer here. I told you, right? Technical lead or team lead need to be add here. Just add your reviewer, maybe team lead. Suppose I have only one user in this DevOps, right? I will add this only because I don't have others. Just search. In real time, you can search your technical lead or onshore technical lead name.
Hello. Sir, are we still connected?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir, you're there? Hello, sir, you're there? Hello.
He's not there. I think he in offline actually.
I think he is on call.
He's muted.
Yes, maybe.
So we'll continue tomorrow. His message.
Ashok Bhai is there. Organizer Ashok Kumar is there.
Hello. Hello. I hope everyone is understand it, how to raise the PR and that, because I got disconnected middle. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I will discuss tomorrow this pull request because I don't have power in my house now. I'm taking backup of laptop backup battery. Tomorrow we'll continue this completion of PR, how we need to create a pipelines. Tomorrow class we'll discuss. Today's class we have discussed about what are the branches, how the developer will create a project, how they are going to try to check in the project to repose, how they are going to raise the PR. Tomorrow we'll see how to complete the PR and how to create a pipeline for dev branch. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. Any other doubts, please ready with tomorrow's beginning session. We will continue with doubts for 5 minutes. Then we'll continue the concepts.
Okay, sir.
Video is recorded, sir.
Recorded. We recorded. I think Ashok or maybe Kiran is going to share with you.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
He understood, right? Sai and who is another guy is speaking with me.
Sir, one thing, sir. What are the required Git software for the PC, sir? For the commit push commands.
Yeah,
Cloning,
comments.
sir,
You are newly joined in this batch.
No, sir. Before,
Okay.
I didn't follow
Okay.
that class, sir. Please tell me once.
No. I will tomorrow. I'll discuss. For this, we need git.exe and tortoise git.exe.
Okay. These two
You need
only,
to
sir.
download in your laptop git.exe and tortoise git.exe. You need to download.
Okay.
Okay. Tomorrow anyway I'll start because we have already discussed previous sessions. But anyway I'll tell you like what are the prerequisites is required for Azure DevOps. Then we'll continue with the today's class.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.